on news, it's 2 more dead bodies.
Things are heading downhill, I like it, don't intend to stop. Now my son no sure to come back if I send him to the shop.
There was another pandemic, how the bodies them a drop. Cause every other get a youth shop.
For real. Sometimes I feel like the new music bring badness back in style. Place full of fully done man, woman and child.
I wonder if it's cause the people them not hear us for a while. The whole country I get filed, but we fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warrants, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it fi stop. Time fi bring the country back.
These gentlemen say they fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, and they want to bring back the goodness and the love in Trinidad and Tobago, so they're putting out the call. A bunch of local reggae artists. This morning we have one of them representing in studio in the form of Mr. King. Good morning to you, sir.
Pleasant morning to you, sir. Pleasant morning to you and the nation at large.
How are you doing this morning?
Fair to find, no complaints.
Thank you so much for joining us, for waking up early. I know there's not the usual time for artists of your caliber to be awake, but we appreciate you coming on this morning. I wanted to find out from jump, what was the trigger that said we need to do this song?
All right. As reggae artists, the 5 of us, we'd normally call each other, we would speak about the fact that conscious music isn't really having a space or a play on the nation's airwaves, and the need for conscious music. The need for conscious music to encourage the youths to live a more positive life, the youth for positive music to be iterated in the minds of the youth so that it could be manifested in their actions. So we'd say, well, what we gonna do to get this music pumping again? So I came up with this crazy idea, just as we just be discussing it over the phone. Let me put a call together discussing that.
Yeah.
It was a while back, some time passed, and then I said, well, I think we should put this call together and talk about the state of the country and what's going on, because as conscious artists, we need to make a stand. We need to say something as to pertaining to what's going on in the country with the crime and the violence and everything. So that is actually where it came from.
Yeah. Now, I want to jump back a little bit, because you mentioned that, we stop having that conscious music on the airwaves. You stop having that influence, that conscious influence. And I remember there was a point in time when there was the whole reggae roadblock movement.
Yes.
What happened along the way that we deviated from that?
I am not sure, but things come and go, trends and fads, so at that time, conscious music was trending, and I would say it probably got phased out due to new form talents and different angles of music, but I think the balance of conscious music is very important in today's society. We need to have that balance, otherwise we're going to topple over.
Of course.
You understand? If we can have some consciousness, then everybody in a coma.
And did we talk about that just this morning? We talk about that this morning, and the balance that we need to have to be able to
we need to have a balance.
Yeah.
So the idea behind the call was actually to spark that balance again, to try to bring back that positivity to the airwaves and to the youths, to try to trigger the youths to actually want to do positive music again, because it seems like every youth tells themselves now they have to sing a 50 caliber song or a brockout song to make it. So we want to give them that opportunity to bring positive music to the forefront again.
Do you all, I mean, don't take it nowhere, right? But as elders in the business, right? As elders in the fraternity, do you all have a relationship with the next generation? Because you all were not the mainstream in terms of carnival and that kind of thing, right? You're doing reggae, you were doing that thing, but it became a whole movement.
Yes, we were actually invited into the carnival when the reggae was popular.
Exactly. And the same thing is happening now when it comes to the Trinidad music, right?
Yeah.
So we have the Trinidad artists, and they're talking about singing about guns, singing about guilt, singing about slackness, and generally not so positive things, and for the majority of the music, right? But they're also being invited into that soca space. They're also being invited into that mainstream space.
Yes, because they are
right?
trending. They
but
are
do you all have a relationship with these younger versions of yourselves?
Yes, we do.
And what is the response like when you put out that call to them?
They rated it. Good work, Mr. King. Thing, we need that. At the end of the day, most of the youths that would do this music is not really bad youths. They are just youths that see this as an opportunity. If this is what is trending, this is what is happening, and they see a way out by doing this, because especially the troubled communities, there's a plethora of talent, bro. These youths have a lot of talent. I listen to some of these Trinidad songs, and the poetry,
I hear Kaiso poetry and things.
It is so well put together. These youths are talented, but they see the trend that happening is badness. So they're following the trend in order to get an opportunity. And this is the way that a lot of them would get this opportunity. There are youths like Jalano that I know was singing conscious music for years.
Before, yeah.
Nobody knew about Jalano.
Yeah.
But yet when you say, if you're this, Maraval is
That's when you get big.
bam,
Yeah.
everybody knows Jalano. So I don't really blame the youths for singing what they're singing if they see this as an opportunity. If we have a problem with it, then the onus is on us to try to create a space, to create an avenue for positive music to thrive as well. Otherwise, we're fooling ourselves.
Amen to that. So the call, who you want to answer the call? Or how does it work? Is it that you want artists to put out videos answering the call?
No, honestly, there are more calls to come.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working on the next call right now. We should get it probably within the next week. We could get the next
So you're
call.
coming back next week then?
I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag as to who is on the next call.
Okay.
What I can say, it will be another wake-up call for the nation.
Yeah.
The call is really for everyone to answer. Whatever skill you have, whatever talent you have, whatever platform you use, whatever voice you have, the call is for everyone to answer. We need to stand up and say, hey, we need change. We need to again become our brother's keeper. We need to again let the village raise the children. We need to again realize that Trinidad is going down a slope. We could no longer continue to perpetuate what is happening in society. So the call is for everybody. The call is for corporate Trinidad to get involved. The call is for us to move into communities with projects that would capture the youth's minds in order for them to see an avenue in positivity, to see an avenue in consciousness. I want to say thanks to the Ministry of National Security, who are now sponsoring the Call to Order project. The Call to Order project is a call for the nation's youth to basically answer the call that we made.
Yeah.
You're going onto the rhythm. We want you to make your call. Get a couple of your friends and you all make your call.
Right.
You all sing about positivity. You all sing something nation building. You all sing against crime. This is an initiative to bring a flood of positive messaging back into the society again, to bring the balance, because you know we need the balance.
Yeah.
So I want to say thanks to the Ministry of National Security for powering this project, because things like this we definitely need. We need to.
How do the kids get involved if they want to be a part of it?
All right, well, you could go to the 1MNS, the Ministry of National Security website. You could follow any one of the artists' pages. You could message us, and we will make the instrumental available to you.
Okay.
You take the instrumental, you get a couple of your friends, and only come up with all your own lyrics to the call. You can even use the same chorus.
Yeah.
Fed up at the boom and the bang, but come up with your lyrics. We calling on the school groups, the youth groups, the church groups, the fellas on the corner. Come together and let me get some positivity back into the society.
Mr. King, thank you so much for this work that you're doing. Keep it up. And I want to make sure we can get
thank
in
you,
as much
bro.
of this video to get to the top of the hour as
Of
possible.
course, that's no problem.
So ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Ianka Will, Natasha Lake, and the entire team here at TTT, I'm Ruckus wishing you a beautiful Wednesday. Let me answer the call. Mr. King, thank you again for joining us this morning.
It was my pleasure.
The call will take us to the top of the hour. Let we go.
Hold on, I feel like I didn't get to the call.
See, what go on, brothers? Well, I see two great ones calling me. To what do I owe the honors?
Ziggy boy, we trying to reach them, use them on the corners.
Them who giving up the ghost, calling themselves what kind of numbers?
No fuse them in the streets, belly balling out for younger. Till somebody asks them, what team you rocking under?
And them youths lost, and they started when they small.
All the much vibe, not dog, like King David trying to call. Yo, David.
Go far right when me know true, but bread you know telling me shots busting up by you.
Dan, and up to now, me need a single siren. Yo, switch the video, they and I call with Ziggy and King.
Serious?
Oh, brother.
It's like a meeting call to order.
Oh, David, nah man, we just happen to link each other.
Well, I don't feel that this just happen. I think now is the time for us to free the youth, them mind. Cause we fed up at the boom, fed up at the bang, fed up at the warring, fed up at the gangs, fed up at the violence. Time it fi stop. Time fi bring the country back.
We fed up at the boom, fed up at the bang, fed up at the warring, fed up at the gangs, fed up at the violence. Time it fi stop, warlord. Time fi bring the country back.
Long time was moral pitch and upscotch. Now it's only gunshots everywhere a hot spot.
Well, music was top notch, now is on the boss clock. So we need to bring the balance for the madness to stop.
Don't want them already, but things are get shredder. Now we need to show the youths how to love one another. Too much gang warfare and violent time in this time. Who could? The enough it on the line. Bobo.
King what really going on in this country?
What's that?
Like all them new song making gun factory. Last night they run in a house and kill 3.
I know add you talk call with David, Sash, and Ziggy.
We know saying it's time, cause the youth and them blind. And how many more bodies the police must find? And who stands to benefit the most of a crime? Press down to the 6, 7 and the 9.